with that backdrop, the tail of the tape is brought to you by Ultimate Beastmaster, where tapping out isn't an option. February 24th, only on Netflix. Jacare Souza, 37, Tim Boetsch is 36. Souza 1 inch taller. Both men weighed in at 186 pounds. Tim Boetsch enters the octagon with a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 20 wins, 10 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Sunbury, Pennsylvania, by way of Lincolnville, Maine, Tim the Barbarian Boetsch. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 23 wins, 4 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting a former Strikeforce middleweight champion and the number 3 ranked middleweight contender in the world, Jacare Souza! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata, our referee for this featured bout in the UFC middleweight division. Vanessa Hansen, thank you very much. Jacare Souza, the minus 550 favorite. Comeback on Tim Boetsch at plus 375. Boetsch trying to make it 3 straight wins, and seemingly overnight would vault into middleweight title contention. Boetsch in the blue trunks, Souza is in black.
So Boetsch has got to use his wrestling to try to keep this fight standing and use his power to try to discourage Jacare closing the distance.
That's so much easier said than done because Jacare is so fast. But look at the size of Tim Boetsch. Look at how thick he is. And, you know, you could tell that he fought at 205 at one point.
Boetsch tonight trying to become the first man in more than 9 years to finish Jacare Souza, the former Strikeforce middleweight champion.
You've seen a lot of head movement from Tim Boetsch. Does not want to stand in front of those missiles that Jacare is going to launch his way. Jacare is just coiled back like a spring.
Boetsch said you have to take these opportunities. Look at that shot from far away by Jacare. Good defense by Tim Boetsch. Nice uppercut.
But Jacare's got the clinch. Still.
That's the issue, is staying in tight. When you start throwing those inside uppercuts, that's the issue. The guy's still close enough to try to attempt takedowns.
Pretty good early sign for Tim Boetsch, who figures to try to gain some separation here. Easier said than done. Right hand over the top is there for Souza.
And that's a good sign right there so far for Tim Boetsch. He was able to stop that takedown.
You know, Boetsch is moving his head, but he's actually moving his hands at the same time. So his hands are actually really, really low standing in front of Jacare.
Always. That's how he always fights. He always keeps them right below his chest. So that's just his style. I mean, I don't know why he prefers that. You could say maybe it's to hit those underhooks when he sprawls.
He's developed real nasty uppercuts whenever he does defend takedowns. You get close, man. He starts throwing those uppercuts. Nice body shot.
And he's got Tim Boetsch up against the cage. Oh, Tim Boetsch rocked him.
Halo Wars 2 available February 21st on Xbox One and Windows 10. Get the Ultimate Edition and play 4 days early.
Boetsch keeping him honest with the, caught the leg kick. There's the takedown.
Yep.
Jacare moving into full mount here, trying to get past that the right leg of Tim Boetsch. He's going to step over and be in side control. He's there. He's got his back to the cage. This is a terrible position for Tim Boetsch early.
And plenty of time with which to work for Jacare Souza.
Slices that knee, wants to put it across. And the Brazilians in the crowd start their chant.
2 minutes to go in round 1. Good spot here for Souza.
Jacare He's going to try to slide that knee across the stomach, and the amount of pressure that he generates in doing that is incredible. But Tim Boetsch managed to get that left knee into play.
Yep.
Jacare's going to hop over the top of it. And
it's just effortless, man. It's just effortless.
Now Tim Boetsch is in big trouble, and not a lot of time.
You don't want to get taken down by a guy like Jacare early, when you're still dry and everything can be used, you know? Like, as the fight goes longer, you become slippery, but right now, he's still dry.
Oh, look at that. He's going for the arm.
Oh, man, he's got it.
He's got it. Oh, Boetsch is in big trouble. That's it. That's it.
Jacare Souza bold submission.
It does not take long. Wow.
No, he gets a hold of anything and he finishes it.
Well, you talk about taking care of business and preserving your spot near the top. He's been on a collision course for that world title. Jacare Souza once again will be hard to deny.
I mean, he really did clamp down on that arm like the jaws of an alligator. And Tim Boetsch, they got ice on that shoulder. He grabbed it, yanked it, twisted it up behind Tim Boetsch's back. I mean, there's very few guys in MMA that have the kind of submission skills that man possesses.
Back-to-back first-round stoppage wins for Jacare Souza. Once it's official, it'll be his 14th career win by submission. And when you come in here as a minus 550 favorite, DC, you talked about the lines. Winning sometimes isn't enough, right? You need those style points. Certainly Jacare got them tonight. The fight replay is brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you.
Watch how he grabs a hold of the arm once he gets him to the ground. Boetsch lands a nice leg kick. Jacare gets the takedown. And as soon as Jacare gets a takedown, you see him slide over the top of that knee. I mean, just his ability to achieve positions is so high level. And Boetsch in dire straits here. Only a minute and a half to go, but then Jacare clamps down on that arm. And once he does, Boetsch is in a world of trouble. Left leg goes over the top of the neck, and Boetsch is immediately tapping. I mean, just, you see how deep that Kimura was behind his back. I mean, that is just nasty. That is tearing his shoulder apart. Horrible.
Yeah, you know, it's like he took the mount so easy. You know, it's not like he's grappling against guys that have no grappling. He is just on a different level in terms of jiu-jitsu, and he applies it to mixed martial arts better than about anybody in this entire game. Great win for Jacare Souza.
The official decision is brought to you by Metro PCS. Get a fast nationwide 4G LTE network for only $30 period. Wireless figured out. Bruce Buffer now.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 41 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by submission due to a Kimura, Ronaldo Jacare Souza.
I'm here with the winner, Jacare. First of all, congratulations on another spectacular submission. You took this fight, and it was a very dangerous fight in that you are one of the top-ranked contenders in the division. Tim Boetsch is not, and it was very risky in that way.
Parabéns, mais uma finalização espetacular. Você pegou uma luta muito arriscada. O Tim Boetsch não era, você é um dos melhores da divisão, um dos mais altos da divisão, e o Tim Boetsch não era. Você acha?
Primeiramente, first, hello New York! Hello New York! I come to be the champion! I do my best. I am the next to fight for the middleweight title.
You have been in line to fight for the title for quite a while now. Has it been frustrating for you to wait this long?
Você está em linha pelo título há bastante tempo. É frustrante se esperar esse tempo todo?
Vai ser pior, quanto mais tempo me deixarem esperando vai ser pior, que eu vou voltar mais treinado e ninguém vai frustrar o meu sonho. Meu sonho é ser campeão mundial e ninguém vai me parar. Se quiser perguntar quem vai ser o próximo, pergunta pra mim, porque eu vou lutar. O Luke tá correndo, que eu sei. O Bispo é um desastre pra categoria, porque ele não quer lutar com ninguém.
It's going to get worse. The more they frustrate me, the more I want it. I'm going to become champion. This thing, you have to stop running. Luke, you have to stop running.
Congratulations, sir. One of the best in the world. Ronaldo Jacare Souza, ladies and gentlemen.